Hello guys, so today I would be talking about how you can apply for the DV Lottery 2025. You can use your phone, you can use your computer. So I'm just gonna type here DV Lottery 2025. And once I type that, this is what I have. So this first link, electronic diversity visa program. So I'm just gonna click there, and this is where it brings me up to. So this is actually, you have to see this. If you don't see this, then it means you're on the wrong page. So you have the DV 2025 instructions. So you can click there, and it's gonna tell you everything about the DV lottery, how it is. So once I click there, it's gonna tell me some instructions I have to follow before playing the DV lottery, like the picture, like basically everything you need to know about the DV lottery. Okay, so let's get back to our main page, and you also have another section here for photo examples. So when you click here, it's going to show you the kind of photo you will be able to upload, and I would emphasize more on these photo examples because this is what makes a lot of people disqualify this picture site, because you need to know what kind of picture you are uploading. So before we do that, I would just want to show you how you can apply first, then we'll get to the picture section. So here, this is where you start working. Begin entry. So if you want to check the results, you come to check status, but we don't want to check the results, we just want to apply. So I would just have to click on begin entry, and I just type this in and I submit. Okay, so now here you have to be very careful and sensitive. Here it asks for your last name in your birth certificate, or your passport, or any information you have, your names and everything. This is where you put in the information, your last name, your first name, and if you have a middle name. Now, look at something here. He says estimated burden 30 minutes. So you have to make sure you fill everything within 30 minutes. Once you start, you have 30 minutes to complete everything. Okay, now we have gender, male or female, and we have date of birth. You have to make sure the date of birth is exactly the one you have in your birth certificate or your passport. So, in what city were you born? Maybe you were born in Yaoundé, Douala. Yeah, those are cities. So now, in country where you were born, is it Nigeria? Is it South Africa, Cameroon? Basically any country you were born in, you have to make sure you put it the way it is. And here you are eligible. Yeah, so this one is okay. So this seventh part, this photo. So if you click here, choose new photo, it's gonna take you to where you have your pictures, and you can be able to select the pictures, but I don't have any pictures because I don't want to apply. So I just want to show us how this is being done. So once you click on the picture, you upload the picture you want to put in, and it will tell you if it accepts the picture or not. So let's get to the next one, a mailing address. If you have your mailing address, maybe you are staying in Bamenda or you're staying in whatever address you have, you just make sure you select the address there, and you also select the country and every information. So here where you're living it presently, because you can apply when you're in a different country, but you have to make sure you put in where you're applying, exactly where you're applying here. So a phone number, optional, you can put a phone number. If you don't want a phone number, you can leave it that way. Now, this part of email, this is very, very important, because if you do not have a valid email, when the result comes out, you will not be able to know if you've made it or not. So be careful. If you want to use someone's email here, you need to make sure the person is someone close to you, and the person you can get the results once the Divi lottery is released. Because this is the most important thing. If you don't have an email or some reliable email, when the result comes out, you will never be able to see the result, even if you've made it. People have failed to get their results. People have even made the Divi lottery, but because they didn't have the source where they play the lottery and the email, so they were not able to proceed with their application. So you have to be very careful. I advise you to create an email. Create an email with a password. I can make another video that will help, that will show you how you can create an email. So once you create your email, this is where you put in the email. And once you play the lottery, it's gonna send you a confirmation note that you have been you've played the lottery successfully. Now this 12 point, it talks about high school, or if you have any other, this is your highest qualification here. You just select what you have. And marital status, please, here you should be careful, because you don't have to put married when you're not married. You don't have to put unmarried when you're married. It is very, very important for you to know that. So if you put married and the day you go for the interview, it shows that you are not married, they will not give you a visa because you lied. So you need to put exactly what you have there. Let's say you're not married, but you have a child or you have children. Then now here is this 14 point. You put in the number of children you have here, even if you're not married. You have to be very, very, you have to be very, very skeptical with this. Yeah, so these things, once you do all of these, you get to the next part and you just submit. And once you submit, it's gonna send you a confirmation notice that we have received your information. Okay, guys. So if you are trying to follow up with the instructions we just helped you to understand, please feel free to give us a message, or you can just drop a comment on what issue you are having in the TV lottery application. You see, the TV lottery is something that you can't really rely on. That you don't. It's something unpredictable, because you just play and you just forget you play. You just come back to check your result in the month of May. You see? So I really encourage you. Let's say you guys are 4, 5, 6, 10 in your family. Everybody can play the TV lottery. That might increase the chance of having even one person in your family that might get the TV lottery. You see? So I encourage you to go ahead and play. And if you see that you can navigate with all of that, there are experts, there are people in this cyber, in these documentations, that they have been doing that for years. Locate any of them who know the process, and they will be able to also help you with that.